I need a French coach.
I took a walk through this beautiful world. Felt the cool rain on my shoulder. Found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la.
If you've been to France, chances are you haven't been here. France's second largest city, the oldest city in France. It sits right by the Mediterranean. The food is famously good, yet it's a victim of bad reputation, bad history. Marseille, as it turns out, exactly the kind of place I like. But this is a buddy picture, isn't it? Eric Ripert is the chef of the 3-star Le Bernardin in New York, the Chevalier of France. I think that means he's some kind of knight or something. And my friend. This causes him some problems. He, I like to remind him, has a reputation to protect. I do not.
Welcome to Marseille.
Yeah,
You've never been here.
never.
How is this even possible? You grew up how far from here?
Like 50 miles, 100 miles.
You grew up 100 miles from here. What prevented you from coming to this clearly
I have no idea.
beautiful city? Because it's clearly beautiful.
It's a fantastic city. I mean, it's beautiful, I agree with you. But it has the reputation of being a dangerous city.
You live in New York. I should point out that every single Frenchman who have said, you know, I'm shooting in France, and they say, oh, really, where? And I say Marseille, their face drops immediately. They're like, oh, no.
Why that? Because they think it's ugly?
Do you know what they say? They say, this is not France.
With a Z like that?
This is not France.
Merci beaucoup, madame.
Well, I'm looking forward to the week.
Yeah.
This is a low-impact show.
What is a low-impact show?
It means I'm not, you know, paddling upriver. It means I get a flush toilet, eating well constantly.
You like luxury.
I do. Look, I do. I like a fluffy hotel towel. I like a bidet. Look, I like warm jets of water squirting up my ass. I mean, who doesn't?
Oh.
I could retire here.
I could retire here too.
You see, that's the sort of the measure of a place for me, is like if you start thinking thoughts like that, that must be nice. I could live there. Just me and my watercolors, you know, just puttering.
I'll do that.
When you retire, are you going to putter? What do you know what putter means?
No.
Dicking around. Basically, you wake up and maybe you paint a little.
I can't paint.
You know, well, okay. Do you knitting? Make a sweater.
I don't think I have a luck. Why am I here? I will try to go fishing. I've never catch anything in my life.
Do you actually fish? Do you know how to fish? Do you ever fish?
I don't know how to fish.
I'll show you how. All you need is a car battery and a couple of cables. Trust me, you get all the fish you want.
Yeah,
They come right up.
You end up in jail, dude.
Well, there's other ways. How do you say dynamite in French?
Dynamite.
Dynamite. See,
Yeah,
I do speak French.
You can tell. You know it's coming, right? You can sense it. Oh no, another fishing scene.
This is our vessel here on the right.
Très bien, merci, et vous-même.
Oui, Eric?
Bonjour, monsieur. Don't
Eric Fromu is one of only a handful of old-style fishermen who work the sea the old-fashioned way.
Do you see yourself fishing?
No.
It's stressful to me.
Right. I always think I'm going to catch, like, my testicles or my ear with the hook. You know, I have a fear of fish hooks. Yeah, he's catching denti.
Yeah, he said it's the
uh,
best fish of the Mediterranean. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Well, hopefully we'll see.
Well, hopefully we'll test it. Wally is supposed to deliver to Le Petit Nice.
Oh, that's right.
Eric works exclusively for this man, Gérald Passeda, the extremely demanding chef-owner of Le Petit Nice, Marseille's only 3 Michelin star restaurant.
I'm waiting for my fisherman, actually. It won't be long. It depends what the Mediterranean Sea will offer to us.
So it's a long liner, Tony.
And how long is the line?
Well, he says he has about today 300 hooks.
So he basically lays it out at night,
Yeah.
comes back,
And pick it up.
pulls it in.
Yeah.
Maintenant, il faut virer tout le matériel.
Combien il y a de pêcheurs à Marseille qui vivent comme vous?
Dans ce travail-là,
Dans ce travail comme ça, là, ouais.
on reste 5.
Wow! In Marseille, it's only 5 guys. 5 fishermen who are working like him.
Wow.
You know, he has 300 hooks.
He's arriving, he's arriving.
This must be the 12th fishing season. No, I must have done 20 fishing seasons in my life, and I think I had one good day out of all of them. Other than that, it's been one humiliating goat rodeo after another. Ordinarily, our typical fishing scene actually would be rougher than this. So we'd be pitching back and forth, and I'd be hanging on to the contents of my stomach, only by realizing that they're feeling even sicker because they have to look through the viewfinder.
True, yeah,
so
of
they're
course.
like, so it's basically, you're playing this sort of race against time kind of a game. It's like, who's gonna puke first?
Yeah.
It's always the camera dudes, though.
Is it?
No, generally it's a producer.
Les mauvaises journées, ça va arriver. Mais alors celle-là, je la marquerai d'une pierre blanche, je te le dis.
He said, bad days, I had some bad days. But this one,
This is the worst.
this is the worst.
Well, there it is, another extraordinarily successful fishing scene in the can. Time to reap the rewards awaiting us back on dry land.
You'll tell me if there's like any oiled up Amazons behind me.
Behind you?
Right, frolicking naked.
Yeah. Right now, they're kind of like mature Amazons, but
Ah.
it will happen.
Ah, here's the chef.
Super. Anthony Bourdain.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. An honor, sir.
Would you mind to have the Bouillabaisse?
We don't
Is it a
mind.
good
we want
idea,
it.
or
I think it's a
will you
very
change
good-
your mind? I don't know.
No, it's a very good idea.
There's reinvented, deconstructed, and then, usually, there's the thing itself. Passeda's take on Bouillabaisse, without a doubt, Marseille's most famous dish, is spread out over 4 courses. First, shellfish carpaccio of raw mussels and clams.
Man.
Ça, c'est super, hein? And they're raw, of course, and they slice the mussels raw. That's crazy. Wow.
When I decided to make this bouillabaisse, I had the inspiration when I was a child, on those rocks, you know, when I was with my knife opening the mussels, eating the mussels. In my cuisine, there is no cream, no butter. It's not traditional at all. It's just based on the fish. This is my way of thinking my cuisine here for myself.
Slipper lobster, weaver, angler, and red gurnard. Lightly seared, then a touch in the oven.
The future. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
This is just incredibly beautiful.
It's so delicate and at the same time flavorful and powerful.
Oh, this is insanely good.
A broth so intense, it requires over 10 kilos of rock crabs and various bony, tasty little fishes to make just 1 kilo of brown, gloriously brown, magical liquid. Dorade and denti, steamed over seaweed water. Saffron potatoes, and then finally comes that magical brown broth.
Oh.
Wow.
Ça, c'est sérieux. Ah. Dorade.
Saint-Pierre et ça. Simple, tu vois. Passe comme ça par direct, voilà.
La soupe est bonne, hein?
Tu vois?
Oh, man.
This is unbelievable, huh? You taste
The entire fish you're eating, you know.
And just when my brain threatens to short-circuit with pleasure, descending as if from heaven itself. Cheese. Oh, God, the cheese.
You know what I gotta tell you? I don't care how many naked breasts are on that beach right now, because that is much more exciting. All right, look at it. It's beautiful.
Good cheese too?
Yes? Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Oh, I love, j'adore ça. Wow. Cheese like this, that is just incredible. Merci bien. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh.
That's exceptional.
Life is good.
Life is good.
In Marseille.
It is very good in Marseille.
Marseille was once the hub, the rough-and-tumble principal port for France's colonies such as Tunisia, Morocco, and Algeria. As a result, the sights and smells of Africa permeate the city.
There has been attempts to dissuade me from, oh, Marseille, you don't want to go there. And yet I come here, correct me if I'm wrong, it is a beautiful city. It smells good. You smell the different pastries, the tagine, Bouillabaisse, and bourride, and it's an extraordinary looking city, and the people are really interesting looking.
In Marseille, you are in the center of the world because the world is in Marseille. We are connected to the Mediterranean Sea, so it's very different from the north of France. I feel closer to a guy from Morocco than a guy from maybe Germany or etc. It's different.
Cédric Fabre is a Marseillais crime writer who spent decades deciphering the dense layers of crime and corruption, pastis, and sunshine. It's a perfect town for writers of noir. Plenty of atmospherics and lurid history.
Why do you think it's such a fertile ground to set a crime novel?
For me, it's more interesting because you write about the place you live in. I walk in the street, I have an idea, etc. I couldn't write about the past things like James Elroy does, because I have to know the real part of the city, the people.
Here it's a really interesting stew of characters.
In Marseille, there is a very poor area and a very rich area. The difference between those two areas is the worst in France. So that makes an interesting city, because when we write a crime novel, we write about those differences between the poor people, the rich people, etc. So that's interesting.
Famina's is an Algerian restaurant with some of the better couscous in town. And since it's a very filling dish and I've only got one crack at it, I go for the Royale. What else? Vegetables, chickpeas, merguez sausage, chicken, hunks of lamb, and meatballs.
What people say is that everybody sees themselves as Marseillais first and French second, regardless of your background. Is that true?
Because in Marseille, we love that city, it's our city. And in the same time, we hate a lot of aspects. We have both love and hate. It's part of a complex, I think. Marseille has always made the bad choices in politics. When France lost its colonies, it was an economic disaster for Marseille. I'm thinking about one of your cities in the States, Detroit. It was a huge city, it was very important.
And a beautiful.
And what happened?
Yeah. We abandoned Detroit. We abandoned it. It became too black for America to love.
Maybe France is abandoning Marseille. Sometimes people say, in Marseille, people, they are racist. I would say, in Marseille, people, they are connected with other people.
Let's hope Marseille people figure that out, because I think it's amazing here.
If you ask real Marseillais these days, what's the iconic dish? The one thing you most closely associate with home, the answer might surprise you. Pizza. Marseille, it turns out, is the pizza truck capital of France.
So this could be a whole new beginning for you, Eric.
Yes.
I always said you should have a truck.
Yeah, I'll do it with you.
Do you have pizza experience?
Never did a pizza in my life.
Does he know this?
No, he doesn't know. I'm gonna tell him. Okay, let's go.
Our employer for this episode of the Real World Geriatric Edition is Jean-Denis Martinez. His yellow truck, a rolling pizza oven, is well known in the neighborhood, meaning he's busy.
He's taking orders too.
We're not going to be good at this. This is going to be like I Love Lucy.
More like a Laurel and Hardy.
This is like a nightmare. I actually have this nightmare where like there's orders coming in and I don't understand what they are because it's in another language and I don't know where anything is and I'm falling behind. This is literally my nightmare.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Okay, get in there, man. Get, come on. Okay, Lucy, come on, man.
Shut up.
Put on this sauce. Put on this, get a spirit out there, come on.
Don't take my job.
Non, 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 faut pas la coller.
Faut pas la coller.
Ça colle.
You don't push.
On la pose.
You don't.
On la pose, c'est tout. 3 cuillères. 3 spoons. You slappy, man. You're going nowhere, man. What the f is that?
What? I'm getting there.
It has to be even, the sauce. Champignon.
Jambon, fromage.
Okay, ham, mushroom, and cheese. Let's go.
Come on, man. The customers are backing up here. They want the pizza.
My pizza looks good, okay?
Bonsoir, tout le monde.
Take that. Give it to the lady. No. A little bit like that, and give it to the lady. A little bit like that. Like that. Okay. Good.
It's for my own.
Again.
Pizza, I soon notice, is different here. Toppings are somewhat on the high end. Crème fraîche, reblochon cheese, figatelli, lardon, figs, chèvre.
Look at this line. Stop digging around with your insane perfectionism.
Tony, you want a pizza, the guy?
Yes. Can you translate this for me? I think this man is speaking in profanities to me. How long have you been working on this pizza? Michelangelo worked on the Sistine Chapel for less time.
It's a line of people waiting, Tony.
Mood's turning ugly out there.
Tony, the lady wants a pizza.
He's new. I can't do anything with him.
What happened? You have a union break or what?
Yeah? Hey, this is France. Get a nice break. Have I worked my 22-hour week yet?
Another beautiful day in paradise, and we're heading out into the countryside. And as always, when embarking on a brotastic adventure, an appropriate vehicle is called for. In this case, a 1972 Citroën Maserati.
This car is sweet. Yeah. It's totally 70s. Hugh Hefner probably had one of these. No? Alain Delon probably had one of these. I'll bet Serge Gainsbourg.
Serge Gainsbourg, nah.
Serge Gainsbourg probably banged like Jane Birkin in the back of one of these. No, actually, you need a little more room.
Lourmarin is a 1,000-year-old town about 90 minutes from Marseille, a picture-perfect village known for its farmers' market.
Do you like green salad? If I make a green salad, you gonna eat it?
No.
This one is better, right? That one, okay. We take the female. They have a black tapenade with basil.
Yeah.
Or like the traditional one.
Let's go traditional.
Traditional, okay.
No time to mess around here.
We're gonna eat like pigs. No?
So what else is new?
We need the saucisson and the olive
Yeah,
oil.
definitely. And some bread.
And the bread.
Oh, and wine.
And the wine.
A very, very, very expensive wine.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're blowing out the budget.
Et le Gigondas, il est pas aussi bon que le Châteauneuf.
Pareil, mais c'est un peu inférieur.
Okay. Good. Need more money.
So we open 2 reds.
Je laisse comme ça, hein.
We're gonna be smashed. Il travaille pour le pinard. Ok, on est bon avec ça. Super.
Ciao. Merci, ciao.
Merci beaucoup.
We'll be needing that. Okay, that's our cheese selection. Here's our pomme de terre, which I will be artfully plating. Bacon like a meatloaf all of a sudden. You go from freezing to high heat to, I'm telling you, it's Provence. It's like...
It's rough, huh?
It's rough.
Hey, this is not bad, huh?
By the time we're halfway through this bottle, you'll think this is as good as the finest Bordeaux. And by the way, We're not suggesting, advising, recommending, or in any way condoning the driving of a motor vehicle, especially a high-powered Italian-French hybrid, while drunk, because that would be wrong.
No, we're gonna take a nap before.
Right, until our blood alcohol level is in alignment with all local regulations and laws.
I'm gonna put salt on the tomatoes. Like that. Oh, that's gonna be good like that.
You know Martha Stewart pretty well. You've been on her show a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me an honest answer.
Yeah.
In a street fight, could Martha Stewart choke me out?
I think if she goes to the dark side, yeah.
I think so, too. This is not like my show at all, actually. I'm gonna get shit for this, I'm telling you. You're not keeping it real anymore, man. I mean, look, you know, it looks like a wine label. As a Buddhist, does this worry you?
I'm sorry?
As a Buddhist, does this worry you, considering how well this life has turned out for you?
No, it's good karma from my previous life. I have to.
But how long could that karma last?
Until it's dead, it ends.
When do you think that might be?
Anytime soon, you never know. Karma switch like that, boom, done.
What would you not want to come back as? What would a worst-case scenario be, if like next life?
How many chances do you have to be born as what you are, what I am, in that entire universe?
Isn't that worrying to you? The next life cannot possibly be better than this. It's probably gonna suck. I mean, the best case scenario, you know, in our next life, maybe if you get to sit in a sub shop in Asbury Park, New Jersey, that will be the greatest day of your life. That would be the best case
But the
scenario.
most challenging,
You end up, you know, a mime. A diseased itinerant mime wandering the streets scrounging for money. Or worse.
You're a desperate case. I don't know what
I'm
to
just
do
saying,
with
how
you.
much better could it be than this? Enjoy every minute of this now, Eric. And pray that this is it. That at the end of the day, they roll you into a hole in the ground and your diet for worms. Because if you're right, and there is a next life, we are fucked, my friend.
Well, the ultimate idea is to be enlightened, to come back and help as many people as you can. So all phenomena of life and what you perceive as reality is ultimately one. Let's leave it at that.
Serenity now. Cheers.
Cheers.
With our bellies full, we're now prepared for the challenge to come. This is Robert and Danielle of the village's Pétanque team. The hilltop village of Roussillon is where our epic battle is to take place. 4 men enter Thunderdome. Only 2 shall leave.
Now look at these guys. We're totally getting hustled. Yeah, we're in trouble.
Now they're not joking anymore.
No. USA.
Oh, we have 1 point.
All right, so our humiliation is not total. That's all we really were looking for.
It's only what we care.
Okay,
The
success.
rest we don't care.
Okay, which one is me?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Oh, he's nestled. Oh.
Jinx it. You know you do hamsa. That's the jinx. Hamsa. Do hamsa. See? Told you.
You're wishing evil on others. You're totally coming back as a sea cucumber.
Yeah.
We're right to the floor with these yokels. It's like Deliverance in reverse.
Oh, no. We have not.
What is it, 10-10 now?
10-10. This is the winning point.
I know, you're so into this. I can't believe it. You're so competitive.
My jacket.
Oh, yeah, blame your jacket. There you go. Oh, USA. Whoa. I've never seen him so happy. All right, it's Miller time.
Monsieur.
Santé.
Santé.
Merci. I've never seen this side of you, man. I don't know what to think.
I cannot believe it. I'm like, wow.
They call them Les Calanques, the many coves or fjords cutting through the rock and soil of the coast on both sides of the city. They are a distinctively beautiful feature of an already beautiful area. But no matter how beautiful the cliffs and chasms of Les Calanques, I sure as hell wouldn't care to dive straight into water of indeterminate depth from a great height. No, I would not do that.
Welcome to my bedroom.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's where you jump?
Yes.
From here?
18 meters.
It's only 18 meters?
Yes.
It looks like it's much more.
Lionel Franc, known to his friends as Lulu, grew up around Les Calanques. And yes, he would do that. He does it almost every day.
You're very close, huh?
I like
so you have to like propulse
Yes.
yourself?
Yeah, I push.
Oh, I can't even look at you doing that. Oh,
That's it? You done?
I'm done. I'm don't like heights. Oh, jeez. I look at him and my calves start turning to jelly. Yeah, you
look at the fish. Tony.
Wow.
Look at the fish. C'est quoi
Wow.
comme poisson,
Ça,
ça?
ce sont des loups.
So after you belly flop and your food squirts out both ends of you, the fish will feed
That's why
on
they're
it.
coming.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, look at that. Exactly like me in the morning, before breakfast.
Okay, good for me.
Votre toast, je peux vous le rendre, Seigneur, Seigneur, car avec les soldats, il est torero, peuvent entendre, pour plaisir, ils ont les combats. Le cirque est place et jour de fête, le cirque est plein du haut en bas. Les spectateurs perdent la tête, les spectateurs sans la peine en gros flacon.
Ooh. Hey, all right. Come on, man, you can do that.
I don't know.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Does he get paid for that?
I don't know. Look, as long as he's not a mime, I'm okay with it.
It's definitely not a mime.
Even the smell of mime makeup, I start to tremble with fear.
So it's a phobia.
It's a serious phobia.
Yeah.
Don't like it. Mimes, clowns, nurses' shoes. Those white nurses' shoes?
Oh, the clogs.
No, they're super comfortable, and they're white,
Yeah.
but not like super white because they've been, walking through various bodily fluids and there's a little speck of blood or urine on it, but that's true terror. Wow.
Félicitations, bravo. Hein.
Mais tu vois, il faut pas paniquer dans ces cas-là. No panic.
Yeah.
Tu plane like this. S'il y a du vent ou pas, you keep like this. Si tu bouges, c'est la catastrophe.
Missed it by that much.
Too many men on this show. It's a freaking bro fest. Like most places, the overwhelming majority of chefs in Marseille are men. However, each month, Georgiana Vieux hosts a dinner for her female colleagues. Chefs, all.
Everybody here a chef in the business?
Yeah.
How many more are there like you? The other women chefs?
Maybe 3 or 4 in Marseille.
France kind of matches
Yeah.
country, and if you want to find your place in a brigade, it's very difficult when you are a girl, really.
But actually, like in Mediterranean, the example for cooking, the basic, is called la cuisinière provençale.
Yes.
Yes.
Because if you want to have good food, you don't go to a restaurant in Marseille that much. You know that your grandmother or your mother will cook much better.
Georgiana is from Benin, via Nigeria and London, but beyond all else, she's Marseillaise. Beef tartare with botarga, dried mullet eggs, apple, and celeriac. Counterintuitive, one would think, but truly amazing and delicious.
I'm coming from Paris, and I used to cook with butter and cream and whatever. And today, I can't imagine my cuisine without olive oil, without vegetables, without seafood, without spices. And on the top, you're going to put some poutard. It will be the salt of the tartare.
It's a good idea, man. It's better than putting anchovies.
If you want, you can do it at Le Bernardin, and you call it Georgiana's tartare.
I'm gonna do it. I'll send you the picture.
Sure. For me, hein?
Seriously, I'm gonna do it.
Ah, cool. Trop bien.
And my single favorite Marseillais classic, pied et paquet, a dish which encapsulates everything I love and believe in about food. First, the hair on the sheep's foot is burned off. The meat is then tenderized and cut into pieces. Sheep's tripe is cleaned and cut into squares. Each piece is stuffed with onions, parsley, garlic, and salt pork before being rolled and wrapped into small pouches. These are stewed for several hours in a sauce of white wine, tomatoes, bacon, onion, and carrots, along with the sheep's foot.
I love this dish.
I love this dish too.
This is everything I believe in food. This is just absolutely the top.
It's a dish with soul. To make it good, you have to put your soul into it.
Yes.
And if you don't have it, you don't have real paquet.
I like it here. He's already thinking about retiring here.
In Marseille?
Yeah. He
Sure.
said I could retire here.
I said I could retire here, yeah. Yeah, why not?
No, I'm happy to hear that.
Get me like...
To hear that.
It's not an easy city. It is not a museum, Disneyland, you know. Everything is kind of dirty and complicated. But when you are in Marseille and just you have the fantastic light and the sea and you can have the best fishes, yes, you are home. I mean, it's just like being home.
Marseille is not France in the best possible way. Algerians, Moroccans, Italians, their cultural and culinary influences have enriched Marseille with flavors and colors all their own. But there's another major influence, the Corsican mafia, who, to be fair, along with their Italian and Sicilian colleagues, did kind of run things around here for much of the last century. Those days are mostly over, and the Corsican presence has dwindled to a few thousand, which is a shame because Corsica produces some of the most wonderful charcuterie and cheese anywhere.
There's a lot of preparations with the pancetta and the chicks.
Awesome. Well, we want everything.
Bouillabaisse, a cured meat and cheese shop run by Marie Paul and family, still going after 70 years.
Famously or notoriously, or however you want to put it, this was a Corsican town. I mean, when I would go to Arcachon as a kid,
Yeah.
my aunt, probably a typical, you know, sort of xenophobic French woman of her generation, said all, you know, oh, the Corsicans, you know, they're all gangsters or policemen.
Ah, très bien, merci.
Oh, today just got better. Lovely.
That's no
Thank you.
joke.
Very flavorful.
Oof, this one is unbelievable. The flavor of that is
Yeah,
unbelievable.
they're not dicking around.
It lingers too.
I love this. This makes me happy. Want some? Here, have a piece. Here.
Who wants some? Hey, this is the copa. This one is special. Ah, c'est pour toi.
All right, let's move on. Some cheese. Ah, look at that. That's beautiful.
Those ones are milder and young. Those ones are strong.
Ooh, wow. That is some.
It looks very
Wow.
inoffensive, but it's like, ooh.
That is some deep funk. That is some. Wow. See, when I eat cheese like this, and I drink wine like this, I start thinking about my Don Cheech fantasies. Maybe you saw Godfather 2?
Yeah, of course.
I just think I could just spend the rest of my life sitting in a hill in Corsica, eating goat cheese and drinking wine and having my enemies killed by remote control.
I would love to live that lifestyle, except for killing enemies. As you know, I'm not killing anyone, but
I've never seen you wish ill on anyone. As long as I've known you, you've never even said, that rat bastard, I hope something really bad happens. I hope he gets stomach cancer. Or you've never even said, I hope he loses his girlfriend. You've never wished ill on anyone. So
I don't.
let me ask, in your darkest heart of hearts, do you ever stray? Do you ever find yourself thinking, oh, I really hope they just, I don't know, I hope they get herpes. I wish ill on people every day.
sorry, Tony. You know, I mean, cheers to hell.
It's a big night in Marseille. The city's football team, that's soccer team to you, is playing, which means the whole city's watching. Eric and I head to the hipster Plaine neighborhood to meet up with Gilles Roff, a filmmaker and sports writer for France's top newspaper, Le Monde.
So tonight, the big game.
Yeah.
It's Marseille, Lille.
It's Lille against Marseille because it's in Lille. It's not
in
here.
Lille. So we get to watch it on TV. And will all of Marseille be watching this?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be watching.
You know, we did a very good season, but at the end of the season, we are only fourth.
So it's a must-win.
It's very important. So it's a must-win today.
Right. So the dream of every Marseillais, the perfect season would be to see Marseille crush Paris and then move on and go all the way.
They don't want to be second to Paris, you know?
Right.
They want to be second to none. And in football, it's one of the only issues where they can be first. That's why people here love so much their soccer team, because it's the place where you can show your identity. If you go all around those streets and you ask people, where are you from? They will tell you, oh, I'm from Algeria, I'm from Morocco. But if you ask them, what is your favorite team? They will say, Olympique de Marseille. Because they are a part of the city. They are from this city, and the football team is the flag of this city.
On a gagné. Santé.
About 75 years ago, the properties around Les Calanques were mostly farmland. Then small shacks or cabanons that working-class families from the city used as weekend getaways. No running water or indoor plumbing. Simple, a place to get together, have a long, whiny lunch.
Hello.
You can't build new ones, and the ones that are here, like this one, owned by Dominique and Nathalie Lefrère, have been in the same family since the 40s, and they ain't going anywhere.
Is this area protected? Meaning, if I wanted to open a giant modern hotel across there, is impossible, right?
Actually, it was just like a couple of years ago. It was kind of scaled up on the protection level, so nothing's going to happen now.
And most of these properties are owned by the same family for many years.
Mon père, il venait en 1939, 1939.
Right.
But we lived in Marseille, and we came here for a weekend.
That's nice.
Lunch is being prepared by Andre Guidicelli, known around here as Day-Day. Panisse, crispy fried fritters of chickpea, which go really well with Natalie's aioli. And one of my favorites, murex, Mediterranean sea snails simmered in a courte bouillon of garlic, wild fennel, and orange peel.
That's the taste of this region for me. It's garlic,
Yeah.
olive oil,
Yeah.
saffron,
Sure.
anise.
Anise, exactly.
And look at this. Look at this. Sardine, lightly marinated in lemon and olive oil. You can pretty much rub that all over me. I don't care.
It's so good, so fresh.
Perfect happiness for me. Eating oily little fish in a garden. Okay, so we've discussed the characteristics of the true Marseillais.
Yeah.
Is Marseille France?
Ah, alors ça c'est une bonne question. Est-ce que Marseille c'est la France, ouais?
Non. Je suis français. Je suis français. Mais Marseille, ça passe avant. Je pense que votre région, ça passe avant.
You're loyal to New York before America.
Well, that's true. Hey, so what about the people? What do all true Marseillais have in common?
Un gros menteur.
Ah,
a big liar.
They have the reputation of exaggerating. So if you eat sardines like that, you like our lunch. We had sardines like this.
Daube de pulp, octopus stew, slow-cooked in wine and typical elements of Provençal cooking like star anise, dried orange peel, garlic, and tomato. Spoon over pasta and enjoy.
Oh, yes. I can smell that octo stock. It's fantastic.
Je propose un banc pour Dédé. Non, bravo.
So when are you retiring? At what age?
As soon as possible. Seriously? Right?
You want to come back?
Yeah, I don't want to leave. I mean, when you see that lifestyle, I mean, people come from all over Europe by highways, they spend hours in their car to be here. I mean, my grandparents and my uncles used to have that lifestyle, like exactly like that.
Right.
And I forgot about it. Now I'm remembering.
I'm telling you, our chain of cynical surf and turf restaurants, we can cash out in 2 years.
If it is to be here, yeah, I'll do it.
You heard it here first.
Adieu, belle ville. Adieu à tout jamais. J'aurai pour tout bagage que ta douce et tendre pensée.
When I first went up this river, I was sick with love. The bad kind. The fist around your heart kind. I ran far, but there was no escaping it. It followed me upriver all the way. That was 10 long years ago. A previous episode of a previous series in a previous life. Yet here I am again, heading up to that same longhouse in the jungle.
I took a walk through this beautiful world, felt the cool rain on my shoulder, found something good in this beautiful world. I felt the rain getting colder. Sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la, sha la 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 la.
Last time I saw all this, I think it's fair to say I was at a turning point in my life. I promised some people I'd come back, and I am back. My life has changed a lot. How much have their lives changed? Kuala Lumpur. Happy to be here, but brimming with mixed emotions. Surrounded by all the sights, smells, and flavors I remember so well. This is where a wandering soul such as myself can dive right in and get some of that Straits Chinese food I've been missing.
First order business, dinner. Been on a plane for like, I don't know. It was long. Very long. Saw like 5 Mark Wahlberg films. I can't tell you how excited about the prospect of getting some black pepper crab, some char kway teow, and some pork-related noodles, and a regional beverage. Reasonably cold. I don't even know what this is. I love you, noodles. Don't want to get all heavy and philosophical at this point. Like why I'm here, what my mission is, what I expect to find. Basically retracing my steps and all that. We'll talk about that later. Right now, noodles. Good wok hei. This place is most excellent. Char kway teow.
Char kway teow, déjà.
Char kway teow, bitches. Oh, look at that greasy, fatty. Yes, come to daddy. I'm a bad man. Look at this like random restaurant with like a purloined Minnie Mouse logo. And their food is unbelievably good. Oh yeah. Black pepper crab, come right here. Reveal yourself to me, my love. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Woo. Oh yeah. Wow. All right. The frenzy's over. Now to eat at a more relaxed pace.
Kuala Lumpur rises up out of steaming equatorial Southeast Asian jungle. Malaysia's capital city. A chaotic, multi-ethnic, multicultural, modern metropolis of Malay, Chinese, and Indian. This is where you start out when fulfilling a decade-old promise to your ex-headhunter friends to return for Gawai, the annual Iban rice harvest festival.
What was interesting last time I was there was the old guys with their tattoos and the rings on their fingers.
Yeah, so the old people, a lot of them have passed on.
I hear no more skulls. They made them put the skulls away.
The Iban once enjoyed a truly formidable reputation as trackers, warriors, and ritualistic takers of heads. They were and continue to be wanderers, valuing the Bajellai, a tradition where every tribesman must set out from the longhouse of his birth to travel, learn, to bring something back. Each tattoo he gets over the course of his life represents a different experience, a different journey.
Basically, the tattoos are just to signify knowledge and the wealth that you brought back to the longhouse. What you probably would want to get is a bunga terong. Something like this.
Ah, like that.
Yeah.
Since last I saw you, and you gave me this.
And it's still there.
Still there.
10 years ago at his shop, Borneo Inc., Eddie David tattooed me with an Iban-style Ouroboros, a symbol of a snake eating its own tail. Life, death, the eternal ebb and flow. I think I was going through a hippie phase. Eddie does great work, and he's known for traditional tribal tattoos, but I'm looking forward to getting it done old school this time. Hand-tapped in the jungle.
So, I need your advice, because I'm going back to the same village that I went to last time.
Just be careful of the langkao.
The langkao. Yes, they had it in every type of bottle. This is clear, sort of cloudy liquid with particles in it.
Sometimes they put all kinds of weird stuff inside. My dad used to tell me they take a mosquito coil and leave it inside the langkao.
A mosquito what?
Coil.
Like the pesticide?
Yeah. So just make it like stronger, I guess.
I would imagine so.
That's the natural staple. Gawai is usually partying, drinking, passing out, waking up, eating, drinking some more, passing out again, and then getting up and drinking some more. Yeah. You're gonna have fun, man.
Wow. All right. So I'm headed upriver again.
Yeah, sorry, I can't be there.
I promised him, I said I'm going back.
About 9 years late on your promise, but
9 years
That
late.
happens with Langkau, you know, promises come liberally.
It was David Moggy who first took me up to the Longhouse. On that previous trip, we met at Auntie Einie's on the outskirts of KL.
Everything moves exponentially, right? I just feels like some things remain exactly the same. Some things haven't changed at all. This place is certainly one.
The charming, and for lack of a better word, fabulous Ainie was an actor in the Malaysian film scene who now runs a very successful kampung-style restaurant specializing in beloved village or country classics. All of them prepared with a staggering finesse and precision. This is delicious, delicious food.
Welcome. It's been so long. Oh my God, and you still look as handsome as ever. All right. So,
Well, let's pick up right where we left off, which started with this.
help yourself.
Thank you.
Well, you're going to have the roast beef. And this is poached egg. And our favorite will be our rendang. This is
yes.
chicken rendang.
Oh, so good to be back.
I love watching you guys eat.
Who taught you to cook? Who was the good cook in your family?
When we were small, my grandmother would say stuff like, I don't care who you are, if you can't cook, you're nobody to me. So it's
wow.
yeah, they're from there. There's no teaching Malay cooking here. It just comes from your grandma's kitchen, your mom's kitchen, and you learn by smelling, by seeing. That's how I teach my children to cook. All these dishes, when you do them, the aroma just floats around. I know exactly whether the chili paste frying in the pan ready or not. It's from here. Basically, it's from here.
Look, this food is so perfect. I mean, the flavors are so perfect. They're so delicious.
After a 2-hour flight from Kuala Lumpur, I land in Borneo, third largest island in the world, divided between Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia. Kuching, capital of the Malaysian Sarawak. It's a sleepy city with a colorful 19th century boys' adventure story history. Pirates, headhunters, opportunists, the former domain of Sir James Brooke, an Englishman who came to be known as the White Raja. For a century, generations of the Brooke family ruled Sarawak as an independent kingdom. They created their own army, the Sarawak Rangers, who also acted as the Raja's personal guard. Tomorrow I follow the pavement as far as it goes, and then it's boats the rest of the way, but first, breakfast. And fortunately, I know exactly where to go.
I think I sat at the same table last time. If I look at my life as a continuum, a trail of noodles going round and round the world until it comes right back to the same spicy bowl. Oh, yeah. That is, can I say tumescent on CNN? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, yeah, baby. It's just a magical dish. I don't know, it's like 2 types of noodles, I think. Chicken, prawn, coconut, chili. And, you know, the main event of this, it's the broth. The wisdom of the ages is contained in there. It's like super complex. There might be more of this. All right, I'll have another one of these. More. It's the broth. The broth. Look at it. Ah, thank you. Okay, now I'm becoming the object of much amusement. People have noticed I'm on my second. Damn. Best breakfast ever. Love that sound.
Before heading out to the Longhouse, I'm meeting Kuching native Alex Wong at a dockside karaoke joint on the Malay side of town.
Now, what's up with the karaoke here? I mean, it's popular everywhere, but this is alcohol-free karaoke.
Yes.
In my experience, you gotta be really up to do karaoke, but here apparently not.
No, it's the spirit, you know? Our people here, they can party anytime.
So you're coming upriver with us?
Yes, I am. And
excited.
4 days of non-connectivity, you know that, right?
Yes. I'm committed to that. It's the drinking.
I'm worried about that too, really, seriously, because I'm way past my drinking days, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't think there's an escape from it. So why are you back in Kuching after 10 years? I mean, why Kuching? You got a lot of other places in Borneo?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm revisiting some stuff. Just some. I was in a weird place in my head when I first came here. I was personally, professionally, everything in my life was changing. I was in this sort of nowhere land between previous life and whatever came next. I'm retracing my steps to a lot of ways to see if it still hurts.
Ah, okay.
And also, I said I'd promised these guys in the village, the chiefs, that I'd come back. Well, I made a promise, and I'm going to live up to it.
Yeah.
Even the jungle wanted him dead.
The Sprang River, what's the line? Snakes through the Sarawak jungle like a main circuit cable. Plugged straight in somewhere. A place. A state of mind. I don't know. I was a basket case last time I went up this river. My mind, miles away.
Is this how you remember it, Tony? Yeah. Exactly the same, huh? 10 years later.
Pretty much, yeah. So far.
You pick your way upriver, like walking up a gradual flight of stairs, getting out often to push. With With several hours still to go, a stop for lunch.
There we are. Oh, we're eating right on the beach, too. All right, that's cool.
Looks like bamboo chicken there.
Good.
Nyamai though.
It's good, right?
It's great. They say nyamai here, nyamai. That means delicious.
Yeah, how's your Iban?
It's possible, I guess. All basic words.
Yeah, I gather the plan is to try to get there before dark.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, me neither.
No. Right.
Hello.
Selamat Gawai.
All those years ago, the man who looked after me at the Longhouse was named Itam. Over 80 years old back then, he led us bounding uphill through the jungle like a young gazelle. He still had the marks on his fingers of a man who'd taken heads. In Itam's case, presumably, communist guerrillas when he'd fought with the British during the Malay insurgency. We drank many shots of rice whiskey together under a bouquet of human skulls, trophies from another time. And I promised I'd come back for Gawai, a big deal in the Iban calendar when friends and relatives return to the Longhouse. A lot has changed since the Iban tracked commies through the jungle, and much has changed in the 10 years since I've been here. Itam passed away the year before last at the age of 92. And the evidence of how timbering has depleted much of the forest is everywhere, scandalously so. It's dark by the time we arrive, but someone has been waiting for us.
Please advise me of protocol.
Tang, tobacco na din tungaw dito baru terus dito.
Thank you. All for me?
Okay.
Oh yeah, just like old times.
Yeah.
There you go, my man. Custom must be observed.
Tak dapat lagi tahu, okay?
Thank you. Oh, yeah. More cell phones than last time.
beautiful. It's a great welcome, isn't it?
Pardon? Itam's widow?
Yes. Madame. Madame. My respect. My condolence.
Jadi ya datang dito kamu tak menuak tak baru kamu temu menuan me aku ya. She cannot stand longer.
Of course.
Ya.
Thank you.
Ya, sama Gawai.
Ya, kia mai tak tahu. 6 seripa. Mana dah?
Back in Antelau after a lot of years and a lot of miles. I wake up to the sounds of early morning village life. Roosters call, the coughing and clearing of lungs as the elders rise to perform their morning chores. The whole village lives here in separate apartments, sharing a communal space that runs the length of the building. Some things have noticeably changed. The longhouse I first stayed in has been replaced by a somewhat more modern version. These days, there's electricity from a reliable diesel generator. And while there's no cell phone signal, the plumbing works, though washing in the river is still, way I see it anyway, the preferable option. In this part of the world, you live or die by the rice harvest. Less so these days as timbering has changed, well, everything out here. But traditions run deep with the Iban, and Gawai, the harvest festival, was and remains like Christmas and New Year's rolled into one. We will need pork for Gawai. And unfortunately, that means a pig must die. More awkwardly, custom and my personal history in this village demands, once again, that I do the job. Down by the river, I shot my baby. What did Neil mean by that? Why would he do that, shoot his baby? Unless baby was a delicious, delicious pig. I'd like to tell you that this is never easy, that I felt this time like I did the first time. Sad, nauseated, complicit, aware that I'd crossed a line, been changed by the violence and the blood and the awful noise. But that would be a lie.
There. Straight in.
This time, I plunged the spear in without hesitation or remorse. When the pig dies, finally gives it up, I feel only relief. I have been hardened by the last 10 years. I don't know what that says about me, but there it is. Far up the Craving River, the countdown to Gawai is on. And I can't help but be struck by one particular upgrade since my last visit. Karaoke. As I come to learn, constant karaoke. Never-ending karaoke. From a limited playlist of favorites, nearly 24 hours a day, accompanied by copious amounts of beer, tuak, and other strong spirits.
Selamat Hari Gawai. Kayo guru kaya baik. Gawai.
It should be pointed out, Gawai isn't just about consuming potentially blinding amounts of alcohol. It's also about food. And one would be well advised to eat a lot, lay down a solid base for the torrent to come.
Oh, thank you. I feel so guilty. No, not at all, actually.
Should not.
So delicious. No, it's good. All right.
That's the Iban tradition. They keep on, put rice on your plate.
Keep it common.
Yeah.
Good. Delicious.
Oh, nyalai. Semua kita di rumah, hari ini nyiapin itu. Tahu kita bising hirup, kalau mai tahu nanti hirup mana-mana. Dah, pelitiak nak ada suaku. Ang hirap tahu, pelitiak na tahu. Berasa panyungai, anak makerakar. Oh, dahiran dengan talawainya.
Satu, dua,
Welcome back. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Happy Gawai. Happy Gawai. Happy Gawai.
All right.
As the revelry kicks into high gear, there is nowhere to hide. I know only that if I sit still, anywhere within range of hospitality, there will be a river of booze. Beer, tuak, which is rough, handcrafted local rice wine, and its more lethal distilled bigger brother, Lang Cao. Then somebody's pouring you Johnny Black or JD or VAT 69, then Lang Cao again, then who knows? You only know it keeps coming until you sag face down on the hand-woven mats and pass out. Perfectly acceptable practice, by the way.
Gonna be back in paradise.
I wake up, I go to sleep, I wake up again. The party's moved down a few doors, but it's still going. This is an experience that will repeat itself again and again for the next 3 days. One time, it's the ladies still standing, partying like it's 1999, dancing and drinking. Another time, it's the old dudes, the village chiefs and elders. And everybody, elders, women, children, visiting relatives and their families from Kuala Lumpur and Kuching and abroad, wherever circumstances or the Bajela took them. The party expands and contracts according to mysterious patterns that I am in no shape to discern. Morning routine. Wake up, feed the chickens, rake the pepper drying in the sun. Then it's time to rock the bike, people. And it starts all over again. While the party continues up at the Longhouse, I've got an appointment. If you were wondering, by the way, if this hurts, two guys hammering away on my sternum with a bamboo club and sharp needles, yes, it hurt a lot. And you can be damn sure if I wasn't on television while it was happening, I'd be whimpering and yelping like a gut-shot poodle.
Right. There you stand up.
All right, good. Very happy, guys. Thank you. Happy Gawai. All right, let's party.
Another tattoo is never going to make me younger or tougher or more relevant. It won't reconnect me 10 years from now with some spiritual crossroads in my life. No. At this point, I think my body is like an old car. Another dent ain't gonna make a whole lot of difference. At best, it's a reminder that you're still alive and lucky as hell. Another tattoo, another thing you did. another place you've been. A final, long gaze at the river. Take in, probably for the last time in my life, the slow rhythms of the village. One more thing to do. Say goodbye to an old friend.
He was a very strong man.
Yes.
I remember him well, running uphill, faster than all of us. So what do? We leave him a beer?
Yes.
Some cigarettes?
Yes.
He would like that?
Yeah, he like.
First cigarette in 2 years for you, man.